Good evening, friends. Study with the Pala Engineering and General Geology Parvin Singh. So, in chapter 6, structural feature of rock, classification of fold. Folds show a great variety of forms. Some may be quite simple or and as clearly developed as seen in textbook diagrams, whereas others may be highly complex and complicated in their geometry and morphology. In fact, in most cases, folds may be simple or complex modifications of two basic type of folds, anticlines and synclines. Anticlines are defined as those folds in which the yes strata are uparched. That is the these becomes convex upwards. The geological orders rocks occupy a position in the interior of the folds, oldest being positions at the core of the folds and the youngest forming the outermost flank provided strata. So normal order of superpositions and the limbs dip away from each other at the crest in the simplest case. Symbolically, an anticline may be indicated by two arrows diverging from the central point as this. Synclines. These folds are reverse of anticlines in all details and may be described as those folds in which first the strata are downarched, that is, these becomes convex downwards. The geologically young rocks occupy a position in the in the core of the folds, and the older rock forms the outer flanks provided the normal order of a superposition is not disturbed. In the simplest case, in synclines, the limbs dip towards a common center. Symbolically, a syncline may be indicated by two arrows pointing towards a central point, the hinge point. So, in figure, this point indicates cells and stone rock by describes rock up and downs, what rock up and downside, anticline and synclines and the strata before after folding. So make a diagrams with labeling. Some structural geologist prefers to use the terms antiforms and synforms for up-arched and down-arched foldings respectively, unless the stratigraphic orders is completely established. This implies that the terms anticlines and synclines shall always be used with reference to geological age of the rocks. If the curvature is towards the direction of younger rocks, the fold is anticlines, and if it is in the direction of older rocks, the fold is a synclines. As per this notions, I think this motions there can occur a synform, formal or anticlines, or and an antiformal synclines. Such situations are very rare, as these requires overturnings of the normal order of superpositions before foldings. Hence, anticlines and synclines are favorite terms with the geologist and student of geology. In their actual existence, folds are forms from simple and have been variously classified on the basis of following parameters: position of the axial plane, the degree of compressions, behavior with depth, relative curvatures of the outer and inner arcs, plunge of the folds, profile of the outer surface, mode of occurrence, miscellaneous types. So we shall illustrate only a few common types of fold encountered in the field that can be said to fall in one and or others category from the above list. However, it must be mentioned here that is view of great varieties of these structures developed in the crust. The types classes mentioned below are only illustrative and is in no way exhaustive. Thank you.